audio's working, I think. So here we go. One chat in the background for, I don't know, seeing if that's functional, or maybe I'm like dragging this to the side. I don't know. My setup's a little different every time I'm in here, but this game has been pretty damn cool so far. Hey buddy, just in time, look what just came in. And wait, it wouldn't happen to progress between breaks. I have no idea what to expect from a little online sort of a thing. Okay, go, sort of typed in here. Hey guy, finding a little secret stream, or at least saying hi to one. I hope your New Year's going okay so far. Oh my god, the vibes in this thing. Do I want it to be full screen and I look at the chat on my phone again? Maybe. Anyway. Moth holds up a jingling plastic container filled with small copper tubes cut to a very short length. Oh, we're feeding an alien. It is... okay, the vibes. Need to be sitting. I didn't think you'd be able to say hi. Okay, hi to you. Now go back to sleep. There's guys saying I was still sick, but I think the sickness has finally freed me. Whoa, hey, fingers crossed. I hope the both nostrils are working, and I shall have at a reasonable time of day for you. I could never quite tell. I'm still loving the aesthetic in this, and and hellos, but good night and good sleep to you who are here too late. Okay, copper tubes. We're gonna feed an alien. It is set on the table. The fractaline cyst removed to make space. I might scrunch this over a little more. It's 800 in the morning. I'm staying. You woke me up. It surely isn't any kind of a late time, right? Okay, it's a reasonable time for I to love. I'm having fun. I'm having fun remembering time zones. Okay, I like keeping a chat on a screen, but also scooting all of this business so that something fits. Set on the table. Fractaline cyst removed. Since I'm pretty sure this one is dead, I'm just gonna... The fractaline cyst is delivered into a biohazard bin nearby. And... Moth raises, then leaves a cylindrical gun near the dendritic cyst. I was under the impression that this is like alien phone that also talks to us and is made of people's minds. So I guess maybe if a phone was made of mind, I would maybe shoot it. However, in my novel time just popped in to say hi. Get your reading in. Get your words in. I'm doing reading in words, but gamer style over here. So, thanks for saying hi. My request for a gun kind of stirred up R&D because obviously, after I explained it was to kill a cholecystic container, they had just the thing. Oh, just the thing, the gun. This is apparently some kind of cattle killing gun that they repurposed to decommission cystic tech. Tech that has to be decommissioned by gun. Every time I love some world building. Hey, City saying, I'm awake because I finally got to get rid of my Facebook account. Hey, you won! You won against the Zuckerberg! Your data's so secure. I mean, you have to create all new data that they can't track you by. New face, new butt print, all of that. No projectile, it just propels out a short spike at high speeds. I think it uses some kind of electromagnetic propulsion or something. But we've gotten so close to the little friend, sort of, except for the starving part. I don't know if I want to kill it. Anyway, I know what you're thinking. Why both? Simple. I completely forgot to cancel the copper order, so we got both of them. We could go either route here. Either use the copper or kill the container and use Akazet's processed metals. Personally, I'd go with the copper, because I don't know what the container will do. But you're in the hot seat, so it's your call. Okay, wait, a container that specifically is supposed to feed that. Whoa! You're saying new tongue print and new what? New everything. Anything you can think of. Get a new one of it for Facebook. New date of birth, new mother, new cousins, new, all new friends. So if I wasn't your friend before. So, okay, it's your call. We can say got it. Okay, choosing one or the other. This looks like the face, and then this is just copper. Okay, we could feed it one or the other. This is supposed to be fed to the thingy thing, right? So right click on the dendritic cyst for examination. It's a container with no connective tissue exposed. Act, you can touch or lift. Touch. There's a rigid outer shell, but no way to connect. Okay, the pistol, examine. With illegal modifications. Oh, I thought we were working for someone perfectly legal. Okay. And meanwhile, a plastic box, lots of inert metal, used to feed the column. Well, I mean, what if you ate both? This is weird. Basically, do all of this to yourself before confronting Zuckerberg again. Used to feed the column. I guess I'll go with that. Let's go with the copper. You pull the plastic container closer and unclasp the lid. The copper rods glimmer in the focus light. Right. The fun friend said we have to feed it to the pillar and it takes care of the rest. So I guess we just dump it in. Looks like the pit is big enough to hold pretty much all of it. Move the cyst out of the way. Okay. The cystic glass of its skin yields slightly and permits a good grasp. You pull, and though it has a magnetic attraction to its position over the column, it is easily removed. Nice, don't grip it too hard. That's what she said. Wait. Dump in the copper. You angle the container diagonally and carefully shake the metal rod in small batches. They fill the column's cavity with metallic clinks, and an opaque, mercury-like liquid slowly rises over the metal. Ooh, we're like looking at your digestion and stuff. Oh! It roils and writhes around the copper rods like it's alive. Well, it's not exactly not alive from all that we've seen, right? Okay. The fans of the chamber grow louder following a few key taps from Moth. There's the two of them saying, I haven't deleted yet. I'm waiting for my data logs, all the supposed info they have on me, like my toilet usage pattern and a history of all the hats I've worn. I'm actually logging my toilet usage pattern since 2019. I haven't extracted any useful data from there except that I spent too long looked at memes. Just in case, key taps. You set the empty container out of the way. Oh, I thought the rods inside were the copper, but that's just how it looks. Is it done? As if I know anything about this. Lol. Looks like it's working though. How about you reconnect and check in with our friend? And like, we have both things here, like, even though that was like a choice and everything, I mean, physically we still have the other object. I hope. Alright. Connect. Act. Attempt connection. Right after you just ate, you're gonna be a little sluggish, a little lethargic, if you work like we do. Hi. Interloper, great gaze. You have done it, the column is working. Come, talk with me for a moment. Well, yeah, what's up? Yeah, well, yeah, what's up? Fun friend, examine first, but act more. Greet. And there's something saying I made sure to manually delete each post, friend, chat, like, etc. It was excruciating. 2 days. I just finished. I got rid of my name and username. I'm untrackable. I'll be soon. Oh. You let us know if we have to have some kind of farewell party for you. Because, we'll miss you. We'll miss you indeed. The most. And we have a greeting for fun friend over here. Hello, interloper. Starvation fixed, or I need to go. You could just say hello and then bye. You could say hello and then bye. Starvation fixed. Is it solved? Yes. Interloper, you have exceeded my expectations. Recovery will be slow, but it can begin. But where to begin? I know you're here for information, correct? I will repair the embassy. There is much to learn there. And while you are there, I will start repairs of this SysCore core components. They will take longer. Is that action plan to your liking? You know, the way I heard it, we never got a good look at the inside of the original embassy before it collapsed way back when. Then they built that shorter one that's still up today right on top of it before anyone could figure out what happened. That actually could be the perfect thing to look at first. Sounds good. Do it. Very well. A confession. I started before I asked. And I have already found issues. Although the embassy's spatial memories can be fixed and the events seem to be intact, visual memory of its people was not salvageable. But within my backups of vital knowledge, I found cached versions of some people's network signatures. So I replaced their appearances with those, how they presented themselves on the collective. What am I about to see? Is it, enough for a human mind to comprehend? And what varied forms they chose to take. Now go. I have work to do. What's the state of repairs? It's a dynamic response. I imagine nothing has changed. There's also, can I help with anything? State of repairs, though. How are the repairs going? Interloper, I just started. Then go entertain yourself with the embassy. Leave me alone. Can I help with anything? Is there anything? Fascinating question, Interloper. There is a troublesome entity preventing critical repairs from within the Uncosm. From within the Uncosm. I need you to go into the Uncosm and delete it. Reconstructive translation implies non-world. Weird. So I will... That is right. Given that the auth layer was destroyed, and just as I am unable to prevent you from connecting, I am not able to generate a signature for you either. And that is why you have been unable to change anything, if you were wondering. However, I will grant you a proxy thought form once you reach the troublesome creature's lair. It will respond to your direction and is capable of deletion. Okay, so something else is in here to delete things. Ooh, you're sharing, oversharing. Adding new random friends and stuff wouldn't help. They log each new friend you add and remove. You can't delete those specific logs. The battle isn't against Facebook, it's against everyone else. Do you want a new account for the appearance of a fresh start? Well, that's an entirely different problem, isn't it? That's an entirely different thing. I don't know. I'm nosy, even though things are here. Oh, look, a rhombus clanker. Maybe so. What are you? You're deflecting my nosiness. Are you deflecting my nosiness? Very well. Well, here's a rhombus character. How do I get to the Uncosm? How do I reach this Uncosm thing? Your rogue thought form friend tore a hole in the depths. Given that the depths have always lived on the edge of incoherence, it is impossible for me to fix in any meaningful way, so it is still open. Find your way there the same way you got there the first time. However you did it, then locate your quarry. What is the Uncosm? It is usually completely inaccessible. I'm getting lag. Am I lagging? It is usually completely inaccessible, is what we're saying here. The Uncosm is beneath this layer of coherence. An ocean of decaying or disassociated thought forms. Dissociated? For them to eventually be reformed into new ones as needed. However, malicious incoherent thought forms also hide in the Uncosm. Like your rogue friend, they create their own pockets of sanity and grow slowly, eventually breaching the surface of sanity, usually intending on usurping the cyst entirely. Vile creatures! A once-starving cyst like this is doomed to have dozens of them. So if you help me get rid of them as I find them, that will be very helpful. Oh, we can actually help. Oh, I thought you had this. I thought you. Oh, I'm silly, girl. Oh my god. Okay. How do I use the proxy? Interloper, I have no idea how to put this in a way you understand. But basically, you're right. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Hi? I'm seeing a yas in there. No, 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 no. Attention, attempting thought reformation. Oh my. Analysis, proxy thought form follows primary mode of direction. Primary mode of direction. So we like point where something is. Analysis, usual controls are replaced with a disruption pulse. Disruption pulse. Analysis, direct the proxy over marked targets and pulse to disrupt them. I really, really like the implication that something is translating this for us. I mean, I guess it's not so much the implication so much as it is the actual text of what's happening. So to Williams chiming in the chat, I'm just getting rid of my name and address. I'll make another one, I guess, in the future, but I'll have total control over it now that I'm wiser. And remember, I had that many people desiring me. 1.6. I mean, 0.6 of a people desiring you. It's quite overwhelming. It's entirely flattering. I don't know how you managed until now. In fact. Analysis, back over here. Disruption will disperse incoherent thought forms. So, point and shoot. Point and shoot. The fun friend couldn't quite explain this in ways that a gamer could understand, but now I'm understanding. Point and shoot, dare we say. Da da, little text from my girlfriend happening. Oh my. Ooh. Okay, I will put this in the other corner since we are. I don't know. That's not too long of the stream, right? 17 minutes, just reading and having a good time. Reading and having a good time. You want 1.9 people desiring you? Hey, I'm sure it's very doable. Okay, now I see the text messages. Avoid incoherence as it will gradually destroy the proxy. Avoid like incoherence touching us or something? Assistance available if required. Enable reduced intensity within system menu. Okay, so wait, every part of the interface, is every part of the game like canon to the game itself? That's, I don't know, funny to think about. It probably doesn't go that deep, but it's really funny to think about. If it sounds complex, it is not. Thank you, fun friend. I know somebody, cut in to explain that. Just go try it. I love your tone of voice with me, fun friend. I can make more proxies. Just in case you manage to fumble it into the abyss somehow. How do I get to the uncastle? Okay, I mean, that's everything. Did you need anything else? Ooh, baby customer service. You're saying if we talk about men, though, that would be around 50. 50 individual men, but not 50 people. 50 men who are not people are desiring you? Well, that's a conundrum. What mental picture is that? Alright, so we go like I need to go. And you go like, okay, I will be here. I'm glad the copper was sufficient. Killing that other thing with a gun? It didn't seem so good. Okay, there's external contact to maybe contact? Sup, buddy? Well, you could ask what's our next move, but I think I know what's our next move. Head to the embassy. Fun friend said it picks some of it up for us. Yep. Alright, well that's nice that they have some direction still. Let's go into the void. This is still so delightful at every turn. You're saying the uncosm is gonna make sense when I find it? Embassy, uncosm, or FBX in the city, equally valid choices. Ooh, okay. La 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 la. The embassy is in their waters, if you don't remember. Oh, right. Their waters. I feel like the embassy is where I want to go first, even though this, for some reason I pictured, like, more humanish stuff at first. Are you okay with the 50 men, by the way? The 50 non-person men? Alright, let's go into their waters. And this is from the alien perspective. Jeez Louise! Freaky little face is still watching us. But we want to either scroll back down or check it out. Check it out. That's the embassy. And let's go on in. Resources. Please wait. This really does fascinate me at every turn. Okay, we get some wiggly text, and what does it all mean? Some whoa, hold on from Moth. Moth is the most non-binary name of all time, if I may say. If I may say. Dude, this is the most dense thought form I've seen in this thing yet. This is pretty intense. What year was your mind spike from again? Are you sure it can handle this? Well, thanks for asking now. We're already in this, though. I mean, it's not really my business whether I live or die. But I'm gonna trigger quality selection just in case. Attention, please select default rendering quality. Note, quality can be changed within system menu. Note, regular, all entities rendered, animated thought forms. Note, low renders only memory stream necessary components. Ooh, you asking me if my almost decade-old laptop can handle this? I mean, I hope so. Selecting low enables reduced intensity toggle within system menu. Regular, low, I mean, I want to try regular. Default quality. Ooh, there's something so artisanal about seeing seeing more symbols within a barcode. You're saying it was amusing for sure until it wasn't anymore. That's so many. Did you conjoin them, my dear friend? Or my dear ordinary person who I'm a fan of. Okay. What am I looking at? Experiential thought form, non-renderable, prohibitive incoherence. Oh my. Prohibitive incoherence. So there's maybe only one that I can interact with. Examine something that resets stream to start. What? Experience? Hahaha. Ooh, I hope I'm seeing enough of this. I really hope so. I mean, he's starting out strong with my consciousness resumes. Is part of my screen cut off? Do I want to rearrange this stuff? But this is significant. Okay. My consciousness resumes. The rejuvenation chamber opens, and from outside flows the glow of the embassy's cystic glass. Through the distant, dull contrivance, I feel another gaze has begun. Time period, numerous within eyes. It was equivalent to, what, months or years or something like that? Emerge from the chamber, because we are experiencing this from someone's perspective. Ah! It's so intriguing, but so delightfully creepy. Clamber out of the chamber, my cool body refreshed, cased, partial meaning lost due to damaged context. Is this what we're looking like? Is this what we're looking like? Were we sleeping? It feels the same as it did after my ascension, when they turned from a more human form to a less human form. A rare, lovely feeling, as though I could twist it into any shape. But I have work to do. A focused meeting of my call research initiative is approaching, and a fine occasion it is. We have some particularly unique equipment this time. I must assemble the team, then we may begin. Off to work. So was I chatting with this? Just being in here, Hacker Man. What? You're saying many of them wanted to join me for sure? This is a real life story. This did happen. I'm... Well, what to make of this? Fun for a while, huh? Amusing. Okay, my girlfriend texting. If I feel like adjusting anything, I'm seeing text only. And if the text sends, this is supposed to be an image, my dear. Okay, and what do I look at? Right-clicking some things. A face stand, a stand for my face. Recurring scenery to restore a larval face when the flesh nostalgia strikes. Flesh nostalgia? So you fellows can twist into whatever now? You can do that? There's cyst clusters around here. Collection of this and that. Managed by a central monitoring cyst. Oh, you're just saying that I'm experiencing Akazet's memory. Screenshot trying to send. Well, I mean, I just want to know if I'm seeing enough of the screen or if I've blocked some of it in all of this. But Akazet, the perspective at least is evident enough. Okay, so multiple things to click on. Ooh, Veil Clyte. These lights have a nostalgic Veil parasite food, ripe fruit design. Huh. A parasite that is a food. And look at the striking eyes on this friend. So really saying, what to make of this? I missed out on so much for not being born gay. There were hot singles in your area? You had what incredible amounts of Riz, like, I don't know, Freddie Mercury or something. But oh my god. Well, okay. What a tale. What a life. What a missed opportunity for not being gay. This is how we know that it's not a choice. Some people would want to try out being gay now and then. Alright. On all of these matching decorations, there's a container, recurring scenery, there's several of those, and then finally, I'm doing this from your perspective, but I'm looking at you too, aren't I? Examine. A recollection locus. Vasnian surrealist influence, an ethnic implication, origination from continent Vasni. Mark of Altazni from your home, your cave city. Val receptors curled. Partial meaning loss due to damaged context. Cousinly eyes. Inherited context. I just think they are cool. But then we were the cousins to them, right? So did Akazet give herself eyes like a human? Just because it was cool? Self-designed signature. Yes, I do what I'm saying. Absolutely. So anyway, how can you read barcodes so easily? That's an amazing skill. Yeah, basically, my mom always wants to bring me shopping because I'm just gonna scan any of the items with my eyeballs. A laser shoots out. It's difficult to see on this camera. Shoots out of my eyeballs. So let's click on this and act. Think to self. Oh, of course, because that's a self. I should check in with the team. Our focus approaches. There's work to do or attempt to interact. Hello, Akazet? Can you hear me? Huh? Oh, I get it. I don't think that's gonna work. This memory's too coherent. We had a way to, like, damage thought forms, maybe. But Fun Friend would be pissed. Damn. Okay, too coherent. You're saying you can believe it. You can believe the laser shooting out of my eyes? Thank you. I have a great and many varied talents. And texts coming over from my dear. You're saying I'm seeing enough screen. Your camera is blocking the top corner a little bit. Oh. Oh yeah, I was mostly wondering about what I can see to play effectively. Thank you. Thank you. We did get a screenshot. Okay, so now let's move around. The optical quality is good. What is E? Wow! Okay, we can go in and out of this perspective. What happens if I... Okay, wait, I did move you? Ah, this feels so weird, like we're together with Akazet. I love the strange little vibes. Okay. Anything else to click before I go? Cyst clusters. Not much new. Okay. Dum dum dum. Do I go like out of here? Quality low. Quality regular. Okay, well, and this is where we came from. And this is here. Well, maybe this is enough of a memory? I don't see anything new to click on. So, I guess that's it for this part. Caustic stand. I have no caustic. I simply enjoy the unoccupied display. Huh. Oh, okay. There's no relevant inherited context. Alright. I don't see anything else to click around here. So I guess let's find a way to go back through here. You're saying to walk into the door? Sure. Whoa! Oh my goodness! The Slenderman, the Bendy, and the ink machine, an attendant, examine, a thought, form, a common and utilitous appendage of the grounds mind, esteemed title, administrative position, partial translation. Okay. What are you? Greet the attendant? Approach the attendant drone. And some sick ass music, some beats start up in the ear. Okay. It is faceless at the moment, so it regards me with a simple stare. Speak with the grounds mind. I like this, I don't know, profile picture representation thing. The grounds mind, please. Wow. Of course. The drone straightens, and a connective ripple passes through its skin. A grounds mind symbol is formed over its faceplate. Wow. Wow. Hello, Vikoa. Am I reading that right? I think so. Akazesh, speak. Time stopper. I appreciate you affording us the time stopper. Is that like literal? Partial translation. Inherited description generated noun. So am I to take that as completely literal, completely accurate? Yee! The vibes up in this motherfucker, incredible, impeccable. How long was it again that we have it? Originally you had it for only a few gazes. Numerous within eyes. However, as of a few winks prior, it is indefinitely in the care of the Call Initiative. And River has appeared. Hello. It's a fine time of day for you, isn't it? How's your Steven Universe thoughts, I suppose? You're saying we're so back. Okay, wait. Was there a point where it was so over? And the vibes continue in Koru Observer. The schedule has shifted due to materials no longer needing an upcoming simulation. Once another transfer initiative has need of it, it will be transferred. Really, we moved quite a bit of Sistery to accommodate it. And still only the top barely fits into the room. Is this a request to have it removed post-use? This can be arranged. No, no. The cysts were not vital, and this may be a boon. It does shorten our meetings and plans by orders of magnitude. Okay. If it becomes a bother, I will reach out again. Okay, I guess that is all. Farewell. The drone disconnects from the ground's mind and stands still once more. A little water for me. And River talking about sleep well. Glad you're streaming again. I mean, this stream's not quite over yet. I mean, I have started to feel a little sleepy, but I wanted to reach like at least the hour mark because, my gosh, I'm delighted to be back to this. Leaving, rotating, and that's a door. Alright. That's a door, that's an assistant. All things that a normal person says when entering a normal room. Are all of these doors and things? What is that? Oh, is it a friend? With one or 4 eyes? Velku? High incoherence detected. Inherited context. Hi, interloper. This is fun, friend. I had to improvise for these ones. They were totally incoherent. Sorry. Okay, so someone totally incoherent is right up next to me. So now I want to go through doors. Boom. Take me. Boom. Take me. Yay. Ah! Ah! I'm scared. I'll talk to whoever this is first. Can I? You seem friendly. Examine? Oh, no, you were incoherent too. Oh, this thing is so... It's so looking at me. Oh. How? Okay. Well, this is... You're saying, why the screaming in lowercase? I wasn't watching. I don't like the look of this. I don't mean to be lookist or anything like that. Oh. Are you calling that a move, friend? Right now. I have more screaming in lowercase about this. It's really raising my heart rate to look at this. God damn. Whew. Hello, move friend. Some examination. Move friend. One of many within the flesh of the embassy? You're always calling things like buildings like they're a body. Act. Greet. We really zoomed into that. That's dizzying. Anyway, I'm sure it's, despite looking like that, I'm sure it's friendly enough. Nothing at all nothing's been too unfriendly yet. Nothing's been too bad. Type of thing that makes me scream in lowercase. You're saying it's like a little ball with a cute face and limbs not lowercase screaming worthy. But the limbs are like spidery. And spiders are also perfectly friendly and not scream worthy. In fact, the people that I've met lately are somewhat like a spider in that they kind of bother me, but they're literally just existing in my journeys of socialization. But, oh, alright. I guess I'll learn from my life experiences and control my emotions. So, the move friend is saying, Hi, Akazesh. Oh, no, a deeper voice. Where to? Recreation, call research. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, what does recreation do? The lower away recreation hub, please. Okay. The path I took to the relocator seals. A moment later, a new hallway opens in place of the old one. Have fun. Thank you. Okay. It's very cute. I can't go around comparing people to spiders, even if they're kind of like a spider. Okay. Here we go. Now this takes us somewhere else. Ooh, that's cool. And that's another door. Can't I talk to anyone here? Bosco. Join the chat? Bosco and Kasky idle near the inner wall, their chatter drowned out by the numerous others nearby. Kasky's branched receptors gesticulate as wildly as her hands while she speaks to Bosco. His focus lies mostly upon the window, observing the cousin's research vessel. And by cousins, you mean human beings. Window. Oh, it's not exactly a window? Well, then what the hell is it? It's technological? Okay. Her tail becomes more distinct as I approach. So I said, it is because my larval form was Tyr, and I told him of the function that entails. Tyr what? Something to do with caste? Oh, does their caste or caste change depending on, well, like when they pupate, when they're no longer larval? Wow. You're saying move friend is basically my elevator friend? Lift spirits? Ha 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 ha. Because we're kind of a ghost too, so, and it lifts or puts us out. Okay, puns. Nonetheless, I even talked a little about that story from when the Kozazny excavation, you know the one, when I was first starting work there. Vaznian Cave City, home of the Kasky, known for fungal farms. This is so very spooky. Oh my god, I do want to get up in here a little more often, my god. That one sounded like, oh no. Okay. And while I was saying these things, my fun friend was attempting to warn me about something, but I kept talking. And when I was done, I checked to see what it was, and it was telling me to stop. He was apparently expressing terror on his face, as though I might drench him in acid at random. Bosco chuckles and rolls his receptors slightly. He looks from the window to Kasky, witnessing my approach incidentally. With another little receptor gesture, Kasky turns to face me as well, delighted. Wow. Are we popular? Are we popular up in here? Hello, Akazet. Hi, Akazet. Hello, my friends. Our focus approaches. Oh, okay. What am I? Like a project leader? Whatever the hell? Just sort of getting up in here to be like, get to work, everybody. Our focus approaches. My friends. Are you prepared? Do you have any topics to bring? They both dip their receptors affirmatively. Yes. Good. Report to the signal chamber when you are ready. I arranged for the time stopper to be used this time, so it will be quick. This species has some control over time? That has some heavy implications for whatever mystery is going on here. Are we related to this species since we apparently look like their larval form? That's still such a spooky concept. Okay. Excellent. We will be there shortly. You go ahead. But what was that about? I cannot contain my curiosity. Kasky's stories, even if hyperbolic, are always entertaining. What was that story you were telling, Kasky? Her branched receptors fan outward excitedly. I was in the nation of Australia recently. Oh, good for you. Cool. Let's go to Australia. For the Polygonation Spire meeting, you see. It went well, but my contact was curious because he had not seen a once Tyr before. Once Tyr. Hadn't seen somebody who started out the way you did? Maybe? And so he had a number of questions unrelated to the construction approval, mostly about my receptors, which, by the way, the construction was approved. Though some giggle of Velzy. Oh, through some giggle of Velzy. God. It occurred to her to share the events of her early larval work. The Kozazny excavation story. Fungal farms are there. Of course, a clueless bright cousin would fear for their life after hearing that. An excavation story? I... Can we all drench stuff in acid? Well, I'm sure that humans do things that are creepy and bizarre too, saying this as a human. It wasn't good nature. He found it funny after I explained away his fears. I say this with a deep respect, Kazki. With how much you share so readily about, with the cousins, your diplomatic successes always come as a surprise. Oh, I mean, humans are naturally curious, right? So of course, an oversharer. Well, you just have to find the right people. Anything happening? My friends, what news do you carry? For yourselves, of course. We have the imminent focus to share our works. Bosco peers into the estimation of the window. Technology window? Like not a screen then? Outside of our works. I've been observing creatures of the water nearby. A few dispatched golems with relays. Few dispatched. Which creatures? Like humans or something else? Here, look at this. See how they form great organized clouds? Bosco reaches into the window, disrupting the display. Ooh, reaches into it. So, not a window, but it's showing us everything that is outside. Like maybe a live diorama, maybe? He affixes it to his closest receptor and adjusts the display to a recollection. The window's colors ripple until they fix upon a mental projection. Can we share stuff from our minds readily? It is as he says, a cloud of impeccably oriented water inhabitants. Wait, great organized clouds? Dispatched? It's a school of fish. I can see a school of fish. But you're talking like they came out of something. And that a fish is a golem. Did they come out of coral, maybe? Were they hiding in coral? And as a species, do we relate more to the coral than the fish? How do they do it? Remarkable. Yeah, just observing the fish. And I am not the sole observer of the bright world's creatures among us. Bosco returns the connector beneath the window's surface. The image soon dissipates. I like what they look like here. It's kinda cute. He gestures toward Kazki teasingly after a moment's silence. Bosco, although she is taking a more live approach. Bosco! Her receptors curl into themselves like balled fists. Fine. It is an experiment I am doing, Akazet. Well, sort of. On my trip to Australia, I found this little creature skittering around on a window. Did you bring something back with you? Oh, Kazki. So I looked closer, and it had 8 legs, vibrant stripes, and many large eyes. It was staring at me. See, they're not skeeved out by things that remind them of a spider or that are a massive spider from Australia. These spidery things, are just regular to them. It even had armored skin just like a cave keeper. I'm sure that we do have things like that. And I thought, oh, how cute, and I wanted to keep it. With how emotionally she weights her words, it is like she expects me to say she should put it back. So she made a cavity in her head. So we are like mushy? We're mushy in here? You're asking what the game's about. Now, I'm only a couple of, sessions into playing it. We're connected to some kind of partially biological computer, somebody's phone, I guess, a diplomat's phone, and ex- except it's called a cyst, which already unsettles me, and it's in our brains, and something's in here with us. I haven't seen it in a minute, so I guess I have nothing to worry about. And we're doing some kind of wage slavery in here. We're doing some kind of risking our entire ass by, I don't know, putting our mind into this jank ass situation. But it's very fascinating discovering all sorts of alien civilization and story from the perspective of all of these characters that are already familiar with it. And so most of what's going on here is just some very cool world world building and lore. You're saying Neuralink core. Like if Neuralink dropped from outer space with some friendly little aliens, said here this could be hooked up to maybe, but also why do you as a human person look like our species does when we're babies before we, I don't know, exit the larval stage, as they're calling it. That part unsettles me. Something called them to this planet, and I don't really have the context for all of that yet. And everything is, I don't know, it's so unfamiliar that it creates an unsettled sort of feeling. She made a cavity in her head. Is there a spider in you? What are you? I am getting to that. So I went to pick it up, but it leaped onto my hand. So they have hands. Like it wanted to be with me. But by this time, some bright cousins were coming to see what I was doing. So I excused myself and went back to my vessel. And I realized there's no life support in our vessel, so if I wanted to keep it alive, I had to think. No life support. But, I mean, not all life on Earth has the same requirements, so what did you do to this spider? Colorful spider? With my head? So you hollowed out your head and are keeping it in an air pocket? Oh, we're just moving around without any air? You see the mystery, you see the unknowns here that I'm dealing with. I didn't know that we were moving around this ship or whatever with no air. So we are for them what axolotls are for salamanders. Maybe yeah. I'd have to like look at those two and not try to read them out loud to really figure that out. Exactly. Do you want to see it? You can show me a spider. My receptors droop slightly and I chuckle exasperatedly. Bosco finds my reaction very funny. Indeed, this is both a problem and a solution that only a once tier would come to. Huh. Is this like stereotyping? Are we stereotyping her in this memory? Weird. Of course I do. Kazki dips her head forward, the features of her face melting away, and the color of her skin fading to transparency. And that's just a thing they can do. Why do you all maintain a face? What is this based on? It is empty, as clear as the bright cousin's glass, containing only a spacious spherical cavity. Well, whatever it is needs more. I tilt my head from side to side, even adjust the accuracy of my eyes, but do not see it. At least not at first. But then it is there, sitting suspended on barely visible strands of its own creation. Oh, it made a web already. It's going to need more. Kazki, you're still gonna suffocate or starve that spider. Oh dear. Oh, in wanting to keep it, you've done exactly what I would do if I were trying to kill it, but sort of cowardly. Memory of arachnid detected. Render? Oh, that's nice. Haha, render or omit. Sure, I'll render it. It's not too bad, probably. That's really cute. I didn't know that. Wait, do the jumping kind actually weave a web like that? Kasky has no thoughts, head empty. I can see exactly what's in Kasky's head. I can see exactly what is in this head right now. Not exactly empty. How delightful. Raises his forelegs from side to side and waves them. Oh my. I imagine this is some sort of threat. Oh, darling. I can see why you chose to keep it. So you guys have something similar on your world? Oh. Kasky replaces her facial features, pulling her head back. Such is life in its little eyes. Or, wait, such life in his little eyes? Okay. That's so precious, but you're going to kill it. Come on. Farewell for now. Oh, please. Some people do keep spiders as pets, and... Oh. Okay. The atmosphere, the vibes up in this bitch are impeccable as always. Can I talk to you too? Just cool. Also incoherent. Fine. Can I go any more close to all of this? Not really, but I thought I saw something I could click on in the middle of there. I wonder, is this tables and chairs a recreation room? Oh, that's why they were simply standing around, shooting the shit as it were. Hello, bet you're incoherent too. Yeah, everyone incoherent. Okay. Whoa! No way, this is a bar? Can we get sauced? Jumping spiders, my beloved. See, we've got to break that fellow out or whatnot. But that's Kasky's head, as I understand it. Bar friend! That's wonderful. And how they call all of their, robot assistants friends. Examine a favorite from Vasnian and Ekivik regions both. From two... she's biracial. Okay. Biracial bar friend. The bar friend stands before a display of simulacra. The non-essential characters are all incoherent. I'm getting that it's places where maybe canonically there was no conversation in this memory, nothing else taking place, but also of all the things to bump into, 5 brain cells. It is rare that the urge to interact with it ever strikes me. Wow. However, this is one of those times. Stressed or what? Another gaze upon this bright world. Month, week, I forget. Year? It calls for an equally bright beverage. Okay, God, we have so much in common with these, and yet so many places where we have nothing in common. They have bars, they have drinking, they have God. They should have landed in Ireland. I don't know. They should have landed in, Italy? Most places have had bars and drinking and God. Why am I trying to name specific places? This is sort of a essential human thing. Alright, bright beverages. Bar friend. Hello, Akizesh. Orange juice. Is that your entire favorite? No translation required. Oh, an equally bright beverage. Wait, so did they acquire that through trade, or did they just like pick some from the tree or the grocery store? Orange juice, no translation required. That is what I want. An exotic taste with a buzz of citric acid. An orange juice simulacrum, please. Okay. The bar friend extends a tendril to the orange simulacra display. It passes through the cystic wall like a hand through water, eventually producing a spherical cup with the glow of orange juice. Although real orange juice does not glow. Oh, so it's just, this is the... I forget what I call this species, but this is just their equivalent of Americanizing some Chinese food. It's just what they can do with everything on hand. Should have landed in ancient Sumer. They had bars, drinking, and God. You see how I've described things a little bit too broadly, right? But it evokes the glow of a ripe selkie. All of these. Are parasites the only food they have befitting the flavor? Here you go, orange juice. Fusion cuisine. I miss the ancient summer. Artificial Romulan ale, eh? The obesque, they like their citrus. Okay, there we go. That's what I get for playing this weeks and months apart, but it's so... I am so delighted. Please enjoy. Thank you, bar friend. Misread that as boyfriend. Depart. A drink. Wonder. I don't suppose there's anything to be done with all of this. Lots of things incoherent around here, but it's fine to inspect them. And navigating like this always makes me feel a little claustrophobic. Can I take the drink with me? I can. Oh, that's nice. Can I give the drink to the elevator? Hi. Can I move, friend? Act. Greet. Hi, Akizesh. Where to? Call research, I guess. Call research center, please. With my drink. The path I took to the relocator seals, and a new hallway opens. Enjoy your work with a lovely little drink. Day drinking. The only choices I make in this game. Day drinking. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, this one is like Kazki downstairs? Or... Wow. Gakvu. What's up? Oh, we can greet. Ooh, your eyes are so chill. Gakvu leans against a listener, eyes distant. A false environment cyst sits upon one of her receptors. Hello, looking so chill. And then there's like choral sort of patterns up in this. And when I approach and lean my head to either side, I cannot discern a logo upon it. I wonder, is it another surface simulation? She has a morbid obsession with them. Wait, simulation of their surface? I write a note on my phone. Having a thought in all. And every time there's more of the designs of these characters, I'm actively intrigued by it. Morbid obsession of the surface of your planet, right? Ooh, and that's how you're connected to some tech? Writing my note. Nice. And that's cool. Sometimes it startles me to get a little closer to these things, but other times it's fascinating. You're saying the wiki has a bunch of parts for the random obesque if you desire to make an obesque sona. And hi, Akazet. Ready for the focus? So this is what work looks like, huh? And I've showed up with a drink in hand. Yes. I was coming to ask you the same thing, actually. Do you have something? Oh, yeah. Tozik and I were tracking the call earlier, and she glances toward Tozik, who stares inward. Well, he found it, really. But there was a spike in the call. a distinct break from the normal baseline. She's saying I can sip the drink. I'm I have a little bit of mischief on my mind, honestly. I have a tiny bit of mischief. Very interesting. Okay, a spike in the call. Break from the baseline. Ooh. Okay, the mischief in my mind with the drink is like they wouldn't give me the opportunity to like chuck it at something, right? Oh my gosh. And what did you do? Have you seen him? He's fused his skin to the chair. I had to fetch all of the archival cysts and feed them to the time stopper myself. So fusing your skin to the chair, is that both slang for working too long, burning the midnight oil, slang for that, and I'm assuming you've actually done it too, or he's actually done it. With some help from Kavik, of course. I chuckle, and so does she, but I sense it's for a different reason. Did you need anything else? Otherwise, I'll be here until the focus starts. The focus. You guys having a meeting? Is that what you're calling a normal meeting? It pains me to do this, but I should probably bring up the complaint. Ew, they're in an office setting, aren't they? Or at least a business-like one. False environment? Okay, I don't know. Well, if it pains you to do it, then don't do it right away, of course. What's that false environment you have on? Clothes? Is that what they're calling that? You see, I spy a strange, subtle apprehension in her receptor movements. Are you all getting a weird little bit of humanization? However, she quickly launches into a spirited description. This one's from my home, of skilled Veil Copper's memories gamified. Veil Copper. Surface, fauna, foundation of entire ecosystem, enormous and endless. But also a hopper. Is it a plant? Or an animal? Well, I guess that not anything of these is plant or animal. Hello to an E. Smith 1200. I'm going into the workplace with a drink in the hand because I want to see what this game allows. Okay, there's complaints there. So the Veil marched towards the weather wall. That's making me envision a little gazelle, but also these are like weird little cave dwellers. I don't know what they have. And you must leap from Veil to Veil. It's getting less clear. While they grow faster. So, okay, surface fauna. Like a little plankton, like a lot of lemmings. I got a bottle of orange schnapps before going into the meeting. The entire vibe, honestly. The little thing in the corner here. The hopping from, okay, like the ecosystem on these guys' planet seems really delightful. I don't know, it seems, or else you are subsumed beyond the air's border. Are we launched? Launched into space? You launched me into fucking space! By the gesticulations of her receptors and hands, it is as if she's trying to barter with me. Okay, I thought I was on track to understand that, but that last 3 words, barter with you? I'm not on any track at all. I understand less than I came in here with. That sounds terrifying. Does it? Help. That is why it's so fun. You must try it sometime. I love the eyes on this one. Chillin'. Okay. And you call any type of clothes a false environment, huh? Okay, but a complaint. We're going to bring up a work complaint to our co-worker. There is a matter I must mention. Must we? Gakvu, you and I, we understand. However, the balance of work has... Bosco! What? Did Bosco speak with her already? Okay, am I getting in between something for nothing? Okay, I know it's memories, but damn. My confusion is laid bare in my receptors curl, so it goes like, when we're confused? Was it not him? I know it was him. He just has a problem with Ekavik. Racism? I'm reading that right? Racism? Okay. I laugh and urgently wave my hands and receptors dismissively. Dismissively? She laughs too, and I'm certain she appreciates my understanding of the dry Ekavik wit. So not not a serious accusation of like the racisms or something. Do you all have that, or are you like chilling? I don't even know if they have racism. Okay, no, Gakfu, it does not matter who brought this to my attention. You are so middle management. I don't even know what to make of you. I know you enjoy your efforts here, and above all else, I know your ability to strike, but to certain others it is not so clear. And with enough of these complaints, it will start to turn eyes toward me. Isn't that always the crux of bringing complaints to someone in a work environment? So for my sake, I pause to think of an elegant way to say this. You're full of elegance, you can do it. I don't know if I'm on your side, but at least pretend to look busy while you're in here. Ooh, I don't know if I'm on your side. Okay, Gakfu rings her receptors smugly, knowing full well what I mean to say. I didn't have to fully explore this memory, I think, but I'm in a point-and-click game, and this is what that means. Do not worry, I understand. Good. No, not good. Double check if what you think is being understood is being understood. Ugh. That almost seemed vague enough to me that I would want to rerun that complaint. Okay, so here's a drink. I can sip it. Orange simulacrum. You can examine it. A delightful reconstruction of bright fruit by the Materials Initiative. Oh. They didn't just ask the humans for some oranges? They pissed it out or something? Simulacrum. Yeah, I guess it's a simulacrum, and you take a little sip. Ulacrum. Okay, so the brightness of it distorts my features and sends my receptors into a reflexive curl. Strong, but the citrus inspires a pleasant satiation. Okay, wait, I totally thought that this would be depleted once we took a single sip. We just have drinks now. Okay, I do love running around with a treat. That's actually the key to my happiness. I got some ice cream today. Have I walked into someone? Please. I got some ice cream today and ran around with it, trying to keep up with my little brother on skates. It was very ridiculous. I don't run. None of my, Kazuki is here too. Huh, I guess I'm not the only person who can use the elevator. Hi, Kazuki. What's happening? Ready to proceed, Kazuki. Oh, wait, am I ready to proceed? I mean, this is the first, I don't know, person I thought there were just two of her. Am I racist in here? Okay, anyway. Absolutely, with a pun. Okay, there's a level of wit in here. Okay, excellent. We will start soon. I'm checking if everyone's ready, I guess. I thought there was just somebody identical to somebody I had just talked to in this room. So there's not identical people. This is the same person. This is, Bosco having me preview complaints to people. Ooh, sending me some pictures of the Veil, whatever that creature is. They skinned it. Does this show up on the camera? They skinned one of those, or what's happening there? Wow, I can see why I would not know why that was a plant or an animal. You can examine, or you can act, you can greet. Ready to proceed, Bosco? Of course. I only wish I had more to share given our amenities this gaze. True. With the time stopper, it often seems like there is never enough. So we will start soon, walking all around this. Are there any other co-workers that I can talk to in a productive manner? with a drink in my hand. Festive. Okay, what are you? Hi. Oh, Kavik. Right, is this the same one who was a little nerd? I should play more of this more close together. Kavik, remind me. You a nerd? Get up in here. Kavik. Look at that little face. So happy. Kavik attends to the archival cysts, occasionally affixing one to a stout receptor. All of these are surrounding words as if they paint a picture of meaning to me, and yet they just sort of barely graze by, meaning something. Okay, I love the mystery of it. Very delightful. The cysts are arranged in neat piles, sorted by the shade of their viscera. Eh! The way you say sorted by viscera, as if it's just color-coding something. Like books, Dewey Decimal, though his regular upkeep ensures that none grow too dark or starve. Oh, unlike the one we're poking around in, huh? He senses my approach and turns, cordially bowing his head and receptors. Agazet, great gaze. So, good day sometime, or God's great gaze upon us? Love your little lore up in here. Likewise, my friend. What are you doing? I was just conducting some maintenance on some of our older archives. And reminiscing, the wild and Lebesky-centric theories they used to toss about. There's this old one I've been running through, a joint theory by none other than Dulskovic and Akifis. The names keep coming. I keep trying, but they keep coming. They called it the closed loop. Have you heard of it? Time travel exists for you, right? So, in all of this confusion, incoherence, and lore, if you're saying closed loop in what the hell brought us to planet Earth, I might actually know what you mean for once in all of this damn mystery. Oh no. I love the thoughts being separate from that. I love seeing your thoughts in white. Of course I have. Should I ensure he does not feel it appropriate to share this with the Bright Cousins? And that is still the cutest little name for humans, Bright Cousins. I feel that it was almost formed as a satire of the more outlandish ones from the early era, but there is something oddly compelling about it. Yeah. I forget, does the character whose head that we're in right now, do you dislike Kavik? He seems perfectly good. Sorry, do you have need of me? So our focus approaches. We could talk about the closed loop theory on purpose. Okay, well, if you talked about it on purpose, and over here you're telling me that the Velk are trees mixed with spiders, no wonder the surface world of these aliens sucks. Spider tree, tell me about closed loop theory. I prefer not to crush his investigative spirit. Oh, well that inner thought says that you don't really care, but you're asking anyway to humor him. Well, maybe sometimes that's socially necessary to show that you care about people, but these early theories carry less worth than wall rot. It's so dismissive. Okay. No, I understand the translation, especially Dulskovik's Felsy's smile upon him. Common idiom. Does that mean bless his heart in the condescending southern way? Closed loop. Straining to ask, is that the time manipulation? Yes, let me remind you. He's so enthusiastic. And you're like not his friend or something? You're his boss? Dulskovik posited that one era we learned to use the dull plane to traverse space four-dimensionally. Okay. And our future selves eventually discover the Bright Cousins, or the home of the Bright Cousins, but far too late to meet them. Huh. So we create a contrivance just big enough to release a message to ourselves and signal its location. Because you were all worried that you were, like, alone in the universe. Stories where they try to address that always get me. Oh, Kavik. I twist my receptors thoughtlessly and accidentally bare my skepticism. Oh, you can't hide your expression at all? Alright, I don't know, keep it honest, whatever. Now, I know you must think it's ridiculous, And it is, especially as it goes on. But is it not inevitable at the same time? Kavik, what does that mean? I rocked up here ready to ask you about the work things in our deaths implies altered living state. What is death to you people? There is enough time to unravel any mystery, time manipulation included. First, I do not think that Dulskavik understood the full implication of creating a contrivance inside a planet at that point. Are you saying that, like, a time travel would have, like, messed with the planet or something? I mean, is that why humans look like your species fetus form or whatever? That was before the incident with the shared moon, you know. Cough to death. And time manipulation, if we were ever to manage it, the mistakes that created us and our world would be gradually undone to right old wrongs. I mean, what if some, like, weird little rogue element brings all of your history to fruition, even the mistakes? I don't know. Okay, I'm spinning crackpot theories as if I'm on Kavik's side, but I'm in your head. Okay, Kavik saying, but we would never know if it was happening, would we? It would just be. I love you, man. I love you, man. Does everyone have a conspiracy theory coworker? Anyway, I will not seriously debate it with you. It is just a bit of fun. I know I came from the fun floor. I have a drink, but we are on the work floor, you poor man. Okay, to be sure. Yes, of course. And you are not going to share this with any cousins, correct? I hope he did. I hope he blabbed it to every human ambassador. I see the dejection even as he tries to hide it beneath an archival cyst. How joyless I must seem, such a terrible inversion of our youth. Did you two know each other when you were kids? But I would really prefer not needing to fix another oversharing incident. Oh, diplomat versus oversharer enthusiast. Aki, you did know each other. What? I would not seriously entertain sharing this one. Did you really think that? I know I made an incorrect step, but Kavik, I trust you. Be at ease. You know how I must be during these times. But I don't know. Do I know? Does he know? Do not feel at fault. Of course. No, I understand. Okay, and then you felt some kind of thought so emotional that it didn't translate for me. Another little death to haunt me. And in the embarrassment, you're dead inside sense, not in the French sense, okay? Anything happening in general? I don't know, let's sandwich some work in there. There's Susie Williams, thanks for stopping by. You're saying, me time, your Z time has started. It is time. I shall lose consciousness for the next few hours, and it feels deserved after my long battle. I will be resting. This is my save point. Oh my, a save point. Imagine I'm still streaming after you go, but no. I'm probably cutting it off at the 90-minute mark. I don't know, I'm so intrigued. I didn't really have other plans for tonight, but I'm a little sleepy, but I don't know. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. So tomorrow I can battle round 2 and be fresh for the afternoon. Thanks for being here. I hope that Mark Zuckerberg personally arrives at your house to not suck you out, to like beg your forgiveness for gathering any of your information ever, for the sheer humiliation of it all. He should be on his knees in front of you. Anyway, good night, sleep tight. Wait, you're saying you can stay? Okay, 90 minutes it is then. Whoa, we're hurrying. Okay, our focus approaches, my friend. And okay, you actually knew this person, right? Back into the game. Our character actually knew this character. And so, when you say my friend to everyone on this ship, then were you actually friends? Okay. Are you prepared? Do you have any topics to bring? I sense unease from his stance. Is he an oversharer, but, like, didn't do the project that we're on? Ah, is it really time already? Scatterbrained little alien. You're not even the one keeping a spider inside your head cavity instead of brains. Uh, oh, these old cysts do not have any time constriction, no wonder. Yes, yes, I will be ready. Yes. Well, that was convincing. You do not need to press yourself, my friend. It is a simple one. I know, I just hate when this happens. You talk so casual, I like you. I do not have anything to bring this time, but I will be ready. Excellent. Anything happening? Kavik, my friend, tell me. What news do you carry? Have you been enjoying your role? It is not often that we have time to speak plainly anymore. Ah, and I feel as though we've unlocked casual speech with a drink in the hand. It probably would have given us this anyway, but I don't know. I'm feeling the vibes. The oceans are truly mesmerizing. Nothing at all like home. They don't really have the same kind of oceans. I mean, they didn't have fish, especially fish all moving in unison. Are they capable of going swimming, or would it like dissolve and rust them to death? Um, you should you should see all the artifacts that the cousins simply left to the water. Oh yeah, we litter. We do litter. Fish. And on our expeditions, so many little creatures come up to examine our vessels. Has Bosco told you about the one he has taken? For that moment, I heard an echo of larval joy in his voice. Childlike joy? Larval for us. But in the subtle turn of a receptor, I see that he feels he should not have said that. Are we playing someone who's too much of an authority figure? That is fine, right? Someone brought a fish on board? You heard that from a Valk's whisper, not me. A little bird told us, I get it. It is perfectly fine. You seem stressed. Well, the groundsmind says we should not, since the cousins could get mad. Just ask them, just ask the humans. It'll be fine. I do not really care. Tell me, have you contributed any more to the Life Pod project? Life Pod. Are you bringing back a souvenir? No, not in some time. But I hear they recently succeeded in sending a grain back to Obeski. All the way back to your planet, huh? A grain. Wait, which one? Which one? That's important. You're quarantining it? Well, I mean, that's wise. It was rice, right? It was... But if it was like wheat, you could make beer out of it, which maybe you would like. I don't know. Okay. That it worked is promising alone. Even if the cyst itself was bigger than both of us combined. Oh. Remarkable. I must check in with them to see how they did it. As trade continues, I imagine that organic materials will be the next leap in relations. Do you not? They don't consider themselves organic materials? If you find the time again, you should join the effort. The last I spoke with the team, they asked when they would see you again. Really? I will check again with them. Huh. For explaining Life Pod. Oh, your way to Earth isn't kind toward living material. Sealing some things in, huh? Oh, they have normal chairs? Okay. Guess they have normal chairs in here. Okay, I'm receiving some hints and some very lurchy movement as I go moving through all of this. If there's like one last thing to see before I close this out. If I'm really going for the 90-minute, I don't know, plus a 5 minutes, I'm always up in here. Personnel, recreation. Is this how I leave? You're saying to become quote, they essentially die and become reborn? Ooh. Back in call research. Oh, okay. I've gone into a different direction too quickly because the last interesting thing to see before we... I think I'm in the right place. That's the time stopper. Interact with the time stopper? personnel, recreation, call research. I want to find one last interesting thing. Am I even in the... There's not even that many places to go. How can I be lost? There's not even... Okay, we'll go back in here. Because I want to see, why is it so ridiculous of an idea to them that they're going to create a time loop, call research, there we go. Why is it so ridiculous that they're going to create a time loop when they have something called a time stopper? What the hell? No, I've clicked on Kavik. I've clicked on my guy, my friend. Ah! Enjoy your work. So here's this last thing to look at. Unresponsive thought form, explicit purpose, recurring scenery. The grand assist in the embassy, 1 billion minds in one. Did we bring 1 billion people with us? But that are kind of computers that are... I mean, it's just kind of a website kind of a thing, but no wonder this has a wiki. This is just somebody's project, just somebody's labor of love up in here. Ah! I am actively delighted at every turn. That's the last thing we're looking at, I guess, here. Some conjoinment. You're saying there's a way to interact with it on the other side? Okay, so that would be something called ACT. I can't wait to see fan art of this, not just because of the really cool antlers, but also implication of an hourglass figure. I'm looking respectfully. I'm looking respectfully at all of their very cool designs. So what am I? I mean, maybe it's not like loaded in to act with it yet, or maybe I have to finish the drink, or maybe I have to. Oh, sit in the seat. Oh, start a meeting? The team is assembled around their seats, so I sit. Everyone, let us begin. I dip my head toward Tozik, as he is already connected. With an impulse, he instructs the Grand Sis to lower wired Sis before each of us. What a rare opportunity. I'm certain that even Gaku is excited. I raise the Sis to my right receptor, and its shell softens, becoming a viscous liquid. It settles over my receptor, and the time stopper connects to me. Time stopper. Is it that they don't actually control time? They're just able to connect to a computer so powerful that they can think in seconds and come to decisions like that? I don't know. I'm guessing on the go when I'm sure it's about to explain. My mind is drawn into it. With the others, everyone is connected. Ending on conjoinment indeed. Commencing now. With a simple instruction, the Grand Sys's additional neural processing activates. Its strength and processing speed is such that time stops. Okay, I did read that right. Okay, it feels good to read something and be exactly dead on spot on the money. Oh, okay, Cash Money. What's happening? Such a peculiar sensation to observe in full cognitive capacity a world and a body that cannot move. You just got so smart you got sleep paralysis? Though the cores of our minds are shelled from one another, we each carry a new mind that feels as if it was always there, the Grand Syst, and it thinks with us as one. Every time they explain something that's normal to them about their world, my stomach turns. Is this not peculiar? Oh, look at you. Calling a regular meeting. Is there someone that I miss talking to? Probably. How fun. Pretty accurate. My stomach is turning here, you see. Oh, but I cannot tell which thought is mine. How do we stay distinct again? Did you guys start the supercomputer meeting, the hook your mind up to the Matrix meeting, and instantly start tripping? You're silly. You're silly for that. Silly, the last one was not so long ago. But I will remind you, you do it like this. We each understand simply. Think outwardly. This translates terribly. Terribly. Okay. The You see? A reminder of our best practice here. It will be simpler to convey things of importance indistinctly. But for discussion, you should stay distinct. Understood? Yes, yes, stop. Yes, oh, I think I am yet. Understood, but they keep doing it. Is this what? Is this being unmuted on Zoom? Is this having technical difficulties? That was me, sorry. They're so alien, and yet the basic bare bones of them are so like this. This is only my second time using one of these. Farting it up on the Zoom call, are ya? It is okay. You are too tense. Just let it pass through you. Combination Zoom call and drug trip. That is how I stop echoing. Are we good? Yes, okay. Now on to the matters of the call. A great deal of information is transmitted between us. Long overdue discussions and planning for expeditions. In an instant, fast even within the altered time of the Grand Cyst. It really sounds as if it takes them longer to sit in their seats and get this going than it does to actually have this meeting. If only, meetings in an instant, huh? Wordless knowledge is understood, assigned words only an afterthought. I don't know if I would trust myself to organize my thoughts, no matter someone else's thoughts, that easily. And then that one's incomprehensible to a human being. Incomprehend. Large amount of unprocessable data. Advancing stream to next coherent data. Okay, yeah, save it for the humans. Polygonation Spire in Guam is likely easiest. And they're asking the humans permission for that and stuff. They sure do seem to like being near the water. Kasky agrees. Yes, I will organize a meeting. They liked it the last time we visited because it drew lots of attention. Guam is accepting your mysterious spires for tourism reasons. I'm still so wary whether this is going to cause harm to either you or us. So a spire would be lucrative for us both. You talked to the tourism agency of Guam, didn't you, you sly bastard? It does not need to be of the highest strength or quality. And you talked to humans' ideas of not having standards. Okay. There is no hard data backing my decision. But Kasky's contacts have suggested the trench multiple times. Mariana Trench? Philippine? If what they say is true, it is one of the least explored places on this planet. Right by Philippines? Okay. So there is certainly potential for the origin to be there, never seen. Makes sense, no argument. No other leads yet, anyway. Anything else before we disengage? No? Wait, yes, we have the spike. See. In our collective mind's eye, a visualization of the signal is shown. A strange spike, but not unexpected given the dull contrivance's proximity. That is peculiar. This frequency looks unnatural. It is too far from the call's baseline activity. Could it be an error? No, this is aggregate data from many listeners all across this planet. It did not help the polygonation, regrettably. So what do we do about it? Do we just mark it down? Wait. Damn it, I forgot to talk to one. Identical memorized data from an archival sys manifest. Did he bring up the same record by accident? It's different. I have been searching through approximately 12 eyes of data, and patrols around the eyes of Velzy. I should keep like a chart with like their time equivalents so that it like flows more smoothly when I read that. This has happened once before, see? The same type of spike with the same duration. How many eyes ago was that? 7? 8? Look. That is exactly equidistant from the start of the call. Exactly. The exact same spike at exactly 50% of the call. How's that possible? Could it be a coincidence? Absolutely not. I've seen this before. Hi, your design is so cool. 2 eyes on one side, a little diagonal. What's going on? My early studies, maybe even larval. Okay, from your school days. These are markers of raw thought, unoptimized, primal. What Koru knows and broadcasts instinctively, and what early Koru cystic pioneers used for communication. A strange dread spreads through our shared mind. Why do I feel it too? Is it mine? Am I scared? This does not mean anything. In raw thought transmission, the signal spikes at regular intervals. 5 equidistant times, once at the beginning, and there are no recordings of the exact beginning. So that means it could be halfway done, if this is true. Done. The call. The thing that they traveled here for. Well, why do they feel dread about this? Everything about this game makes me feel random spikes of dread from the amounts of mystery that are here. A black cat floating head. Where have I seen that? You feeling identified up in here? How could a thought be that large? They were called here by someone thinking a very long thought. That's what's happening in my mind when I go, Could we even? The dread's claw bites into me, paralyzing my thoughts. Is it mine? No one's commenting upon it, perhaps confused themselves. So then who is scared? It's overwhelming. I feel like tearing the cyst from my receptor, but I cannot move. Not without first turning off the time constriction. It could be something else. There are only 2 data points here. A compelling theory, but that means we must wait a long time. Are we all in agreement that we should probably tell no one about this? I mean, wait for the dread to pass and then find some agreement. Damn. What? Wait, why? This is huge. Even just the possibility changes everything. Okay, little Mr. Nerd, little Mr. Theorist. You know what this means, right? Kavik, this is not a theory of fancy. It is true that this does change everything. Which everything? I still know nothing. Come on, tell me something. But we are still missing data, right? Right, yes, we need more. We cannot simply share it. Not while the evidence is incomplete. What incomplete evidence have you left destroyed and scattered around you? Because how long did you get to live after this? Is anyone in disagreement? I sense a mixture of frustration and relief. Indeed, this is compelling, but it is simply a theory. Hypothesis? Okay. Judging by the team's reactions, even sharing it as a possibility would be quite an upset. But without the theoretical first spike being recorded, it is hard to justify. Either way, it is not worth interrogating at this time. We need only wait. You are so apprehensive. I take everyone's silence as confirmation. That is so management of you. Excellent. Adjourning. Bye, everyone. The time constriction disengages. I remove the cyst from my receptor. In real time, we had been sitting for only the length of a larval breath. But immediately everyone stands, relieved at their freedom. Yeah, I mean, that sounded mentally taxing as all hell. The finger snap almost pops through your eardrums. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, the 1 hour 45. Here we are. You dip your head and receptors toward the team and return to my quarters. I'm trying to get a bees trigger. You're saying the call is maybe somebody ordering a little food. Ooh, cool. So there we are back at the embassy with Koru Observer. This feels like where I want to end up, because you're sleepy and going to sleep and all of that. So I'm excited enough that I think I want to, I don't know, bonus stream Thursday night or whenever the next off day is. So here we are, and thanks for keeping me company in a secret gamer stream. Here we go. and I'm I'm as delighted and fascinated by all of this world building as ever. Mm, I I feel like I have to probably rewatch my streams on this to sort of get my thoughts in order due to all the time in between. I don't know, trying to find out the pieces of a mystery here, but this is very cool. Thanks for being here.